In this lecture, I'm going to teach you how to deliver your presentation via video conference and still be engaging. Your first technique is how you are seated. When you are seated, I'm hoping that you have one of those chairs that you can engage the lever and bring all the way up. Because when you are seated and you are slumped in the chair, you seem like you are seated too back and you got this casual look. So what I would suggest to you, bring that chair all the way to its highest position so it's almost like you're towering over the table, because that gives you a bit of presence. Number two, sit at the edge of the seat and not all the way back. When you sit at the edge, your lungs are a little bit more elongated and your voice projection actually improves itself. As you are seated, before you even put on the video conference, get your computer, if you're going to need that, get all your paperwork in order, because you don't want to have those shuffling noises as you are speaking. So have it in order so that you can quickly get to that right point. Included with that, avoid having pens in your hands that you are clicking or tapping onto the table, because those noises sink through the speakers and it annoys the person that's on the other side listening to you. When you are in video conference mode, you still need to introduce yourself every time you are entering the video conference, because people will not remember your voice. Before you talk, make sure that the audio and the visuals are in sync. And remember to look at the camera and not at your own image on the screen. So that's point number one in terms of just seated in a video conference. Let's look at point number two. In a video conference, you want to engage your audience with pictures, illustrations, and real-life examples. There are times that you could have a PowerPoint slide included with your video conference, and that's also great because you are allowed then to not only look at a face that's talking to you, but your audience can also follow you with a slide. When you are putting on these slides, make sure that you have less text and more pictures. Number three, the added advantage with video conference is the fact that they can see you. So engage your audience with your facial expressions, your gestures. Show emotion in terms of your points that you are delivering, and where relevant, clarify any points that might not have come across as clearly when you first spoke them. Number four, remember your voice projection is a big part to getting your video conference right. So again, project your voice a little bit louder and bring in more energy and excitement into your voice. Number five, speak at a moderate pace, not too fast, not too slow, because your audience is having to look at you on the screen, they're having to listen to you, and they're also having to follow up on the slide content. By slowing down your pace, it allows your audience to catch up with listening to you, following the slide, and looking at you. Number six, schedule in some pauses as you are speaking. This allows your audience to digest the information and also allows the technology to catch up in case there's a delay in terms of you speaking and them listening to you. The pauses also allow the audience to ask you any questions if they have any as they are listening to you. And number seven, as you are concluding your talk or your presentation via video conference, remember that it's still a bit of a speech, so you still want to end with a conclusion or some summary points before you hand this back to the host of the video conference for any questions that they might have for you. And those are your 7 points to help you with video conference etiquette. Let's go to the next lecture now, where I will teach you how to speak on camera.